What up, what up, what up, people? I am True Poet. This is the Missing Conversation podcast where the conversation is missing. How's everybody doing tonight? Been some crazy times going on in the world right now. It's out of control. So I want to just dive right into it. I want to touch on this Kyrie situation, man. This situation is just showing you how bias and how the system operates on all levels. Um, I think it's like this on every level. I've experienced those type of things as well. On a smaller scale, as I'm not as big and well known as Kyrie, but a lot of people have experienced these type of things, especially men, when it comes to a lot of different situations. And I think a lot of times people don't realize that when there's a certain perception of you, it sticks, whether it's true or not. Sometimes people just go on a narrative and it just continues. I've been in those situations a lot of times where things weren't true, and because the situation look a certain way or people have told things and have said things, a lot of times people believe it without really knowing all the facts. And I think with this Kyrie situation, it really shows you because he didn't say anything anti-Semitic at all. I didn't check out that film or documentary, whatever it is he was referring to, but he didn't say anything anti-Semitic. I think the media has a certain narrative that they want to push because they don't like the guy. I don't know the guy personally. I think he's a tremendous, great basketball player, and has he done things? Yeah, we all have done things, and I think that's another thing. People are so judgmental and forget that we all are humans. Everyone has made mistakes. Everyone has done things that they're not proud of. Everyone has gotten angry. Everyone has said things they shouldn't have said. So just imagine if we dig in everybody's background to see what have you done. So that's why I'm not quick to pass on judgment and talk bad about people. That's not my style. Um, I try to know all the facts, and I seek information before I come to a conclusion. So I think with Kyrie, he just has a target on his back. From last year, or I think the year before, was it? I think it was last year that he didn't want to take the, what, I'm not going to say. And I didn't fault him for that because it's a choice. And I didn't knock anyone that did take the shot. Uh, but I didn't take the shot. I didn't allow the children to take the shot as well. And I think that's a choice. And I firmly believe that it was wrong for the NBA to enforce people to take the shot. And likewise, with jobs or different situation, uh, I think it was wrong. And that's just my opinion on it. To whoever did it, I don't cast no judgment. I just know that I didn't do it. And for me, thank God I didn't get sick. I think all of that, and I just try to, you know, eat right, drink a lot of water, keep my immune system strong, drink, take vitamins. I already don't eat meat and stuff like that. I don't smoke. I don't do no drugs. So I try to really be as healthy as I can. So I think there's a target on his back from that. And then it came out, which you guys can go do your research. You can't really say certain things on these platforms. They'll try to take your channel down and try to come at you, but you do the research on finding out, what I'm saying. I'm talking in code, so but the truth came out about it, and I didn't fault him for that. And the media attacked him. All these different stations attacked him, called him names, and that's another thing. Why can't we discuss things without calling people names and using profanity towards people? I don't believe in that. I feel it's highly disrespectful to call someone an idiot, to call them stupid, to use profanity towards them. We can have a dialogue, we can have a conversation without doing any of those things. I don't like that. And I refuse to allow anybody to call me out my name or to talk to me like I'm stupid. Just have a conversation. If we agree to disagree, that's okay. You don't have to attack someone because they don't agree with you or you don't like something. I see things on social media, YouTube that I don't like. I'll say my comment and I'll say my opinion on it. I'm not even going to dislike the video, but I think a lot of times people just go on these platforms just to dislike or to argue and to carry on. And as I stated before, he didn't say anything anti-Semitic. He didn't disrespect anyone. He didn't say any hateful comments towards anyone. So I feel that the NBA is attacking him and the Nets ownership is attacking him. I think he's being treated unfairly. And I don't know the man personally, but I could see it. I've been in situations where I was treated unfairly. So where I didn't do anything and, you know, I had to fight through the situations. I think as men, we go through a lot of different things that society doesn't recognize. And there's a accountability factor when it comes to a lot of these different situations. I feel strongly that there is a heavy bias when it comes to a lot of things. And then there's selections of who is held accountable. And a lot of times there is no accountability when it comes to a lot of situations, especially with these CEOs, with women. There is no accountability. And I understand this is how society is, but I don't have to accept it. And I didn't been around people. I didn't been in relationships with women. There's no accountability with. I didn't been around men that has a lot of power, that's in high positions, that because they have a certain amount of money, they feel like they can do and say whatever they want, and that's not how it works. So I think with in this situation, it's abuse of power when it comes to Kyrie, and he's being heavily treated unfairly. I don't understand what are they doing. I understand where it's coming from, but you can actually see it, and you can see the agenda with these media people, especially people of our own race. I mean, come on. even with this Ime Udoka situation, you can see the bias, you can see the treatment, and you can see that men, especially black men, we're not allowed to make any kind of mistakes. See, perception can lead to deception. You can think something a certain way, and then there leads to the attacks. Now, I'm not condoning or championing what he has done. I mean, he did something that he shouldn't have done. I don't know the man. I don't know the situations. I don't know the nuances of it. I just read about certain things. I don't do watch much TV, and I read a lot. So I read about the situation, and to me, it didn't really make any sense. I have to be honest about it. It didn't really make any sense to me that how you have only one side that's at fault in a consensual relationship, meaning both parties agreed to whatever was going on. Both parties were in a situation. One was married. I think Ime's fiance is Nia Long, and they both cheated. So why is it only one side that's being targeted? And I've been saying this for years. There is no accountability when it comes to a lot of situations with women. We as a society and we as men should start defending ourselves and start really holding women accountable. You can't allow certain things. You got to allow it. I don't care what society allows. As a man, I'm not going to allow any woman to disrespect me, any woman to treat me any kind of way, and any woman to do as she feels to me. No. If I'm going to give you respect, I should warrant the respect in return. If I'm going to talk to you respectfully, I should get that in return. It should be reciprocated. So I think in this situation, he's under attack. He was wrong for what he did, but she was wrong as well. So you blocking this man from getting another job. He didn't commit a crime, right? Morally, he did something wrong, and we all have done things wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I'm not. And none of us are. I don't do a lot of things, but I would never judge somebody else or someone else for their situation. I believe what I believe. I don't believe in cheating. That's my belief. Everybody doesn't share my beliefs in a lot of things. I don't fault them. That's their decision. I have my decision. What he did was wrong, but the woman was wrong too. So you suspend the man. You suspend the man, and he only gets half of his pay. Now the Nets supposedly, allegedly, was supposed to sign this guy. They blocked it because of this situation. And Jalen Rose spoke about it, and they forced him to apologize. And Jalen Rose didn't say anything wrong. He's right. So why is it selective of chances? What is because we're black men that we don't deserve a second chance? What are you hiding? What have you done to casting all these judgment on people and talking bad and saying all of these things? This is why I don't like social media. I don't really follow things on social media. If I see a lot of negativity, I stay away from it. But we have to stop this. We all have flaws. We all have done things. Don't block the man from getting another opportunity. Now it looks like he's not going to ever coach in the NBA again. That's what it looks like. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but it looks like he's not going to coach again. Now, I don't know all the nuances of the whole story, but you could kind of see that as men, you got really one time to slip up, especially black men. And doing what I'm doing, I told my boy today, my family, I said, because we moving, we doing different things, and the bigger we get, we gotta be careful. We have to move accordingly. We can't be out here messing with women. We can't be doing certain things, and I'm just guiding him, and I'm guiding myself as well. I have no room for stupidity, and I'm not getting involved in any kind of nonsense. If I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it to the best of my abilities. And that's what we have to do as black men and boys and teens. We have to watch what we're doing, because you see how they doing us. You slip up, they going to get you. So you have to make a conscious decision and move accordingly. Protect yourself. You know, you have to protect yourself. It's sad that it's like this, but you see the bias, you see the favoritism, and there will never be equality. I keep telling people that, and a lot of times people live in an illusion of loss. They lost. And I don't understand, like, we have to start living in reality. You got to recognize that nobody's perfect. You're not going to be happy every day. There are going to be things that's going to happen. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be life situations that may alter your life. So there's these different things that you got to go through in life. And I've been through a lot. So I understand the dynamics of life. I don't live in fantasy. I live in reality. And a lot of men and women, they live in fantasy. I understand that material things, all of these things that we are chasing, money, all of that means nothing when it comes to life and when it comes to your life being destroyed. Because you see, in these different situations with Kyrie, Ime Udoka, Kanye, you see how you can be stripped. I have lost everything. That has happened to me on things that wasn't true, that I had to fight for, that I had to pay lawyers for. Even in life, being together with people, being in relationships, perceptions could be wrong. Perceptions lead to deception. People can say things because they don't want to take accountability, because they just want to point the finger at you. I have no qualms in admitting anything that I did. I don't have a problem with that, because I know I ain't perfect, and I would never get on any platform or be outside or be around anyone acting as if I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm human just like you, but I live in reality. And see, a lot of times when it comes to society and when it comes to women, they don't want to be held accountable, and a lot of times they live in fantasy. If we get out of fantasy and be more in reality, things will be better for us. We're no bigger than anything. No matter how much money you have, money don't mean anything. And that these situations is showing you that. I already knew that because I've been through situations already. I had life situations to where I had to prove situations, people lied on me, all type of stuff. I had to take it on the chin, but I had to fight. I'm not going to let a narrative be spread that's not true. I'm going to fight. I'm not a punk. I'm not a sucker. So, we got to do better in that. And men, we just stay focused. And I'm pulling for Kyrie, because I don't feel like he said anything wrong. I don't watch that documentary or movie, whatever it was. I don't know what was said in there, but obviously I saw the interview and he said he didn't say anything anti-Semitic, and he said he didn't agree with everything in there, but some points in the movie agree with. Just like when you watch a movie and there's rape and there's killing, do you agree with rape and killing? No, you're watching it. Now, me, I stopped watching all of that stuff. I stopped listening to violent music. I'm practicing celibacy. I never masturbated or nothing like that, so I don't do that stuff. So I just try to stay clear of certain things to make sure my mind is good. Because if you don't make sure your mind is good, your mind can get corrupted. And I realized that by watching certain things, like I stay away from that stuff. But again, that's my decision. But if I know people that watch that stuff, am I gonna say, "Oh, they a bad person because they watching certain things"? No. Or why a person watching porn? No, that's their business. I'm not with that. I'm not with all of that. If you want to be gay, if you want to do this, you want to smoke weed, you want to drink, you want to get tattoos, that's your thing. That's not my thing. I don't mess with that stuff. So that's another thing. We got to learn to accept people for who they are. We're not God. We're not the higher power to cast judgment on anybody, because we all got things that we do that may be not right. So I don't understand people, man. You guys got to do better, man. And this is where these kids get in these behavior and these mannerisms, and these women think they could do whatever they want to and they get away with it. And then these higher ups, these CEOs and these corporate companies, man, listen, man, I know what I'm doing, but yo, trust me, I'm not letting nobody disrespect me or play me, or I got to be doing certain things for you to sign me or to do business. Nah, that ain't happening to me. I'm not gonna compromise myself for money. I know I'm gonna be able to make money with what I'm doing because I'm talented and gifted, art wise, poetry wise, a man wise. Like I have a lot of gifts and talents, so I won't compromise myself, my integrity for money, or to do what anyone wants me to do because they holding something over my head. That's maybe why I. That's why maybe some of my relationships, well, all my relationships didn't work, because a lot of times I'm a laid back guy, but I'm not gonna accept people disrespecting me. In these times, there's a lot of women. I'm not saying all, but in this Western community and society, it is bad out here. This is why the divorce rate is high. This is why everything is going on, because mannerisms, attitudes, all these different things, and people thinking they better than people and treating people any kind of way. You see it in the Udoka situation. You see it in the Ye situation. I don't agree with everything he said, but there is some truth to what he said with certain things. Not everything. I don't think George Floyd, he shouldn't have said that. But what about, okay, if you have the same energy towards these men, right? Where's the energy at with the violence going on in our community, with these 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old kids murdering each other at an astronomical rate, the violence in music, the disrespect towards women in music, the stuff that they say in music and they playing on the radio. Who is controlling all of these things that are being played on social media, on the radio, on the TV? There is a certain agenda. Why is there no outrage for that? But you are quick to be outraged for this. See, you picking and choosing. And then you sign these artists that are talking about genocide, that are killing each other. I come from that, so I could talk about that. I come from that, and I stayed away and I changed my life from that because there's no way out of that. There's only two ways you're going to end up: in jail or dead. There's only two ways you're going to end up in that. There's no lifestyle in that. The streets is dead. The streets is garbage. All that, I'm a street dude. I come from that for real. For real, for real. But there's nothing in that. There's nothing. Where's the energy at for that? But you attacking these men on things like I don't understand. Where's the energy of that? Why are these corporations not banning and doing the things that they're doing to these men, but they're selecting certain things to do and say because it's only affecting our community. It is not affecting everybody else. And see, I see it. I see it because I read about it and I've been through certain things. So I know the agenda. I know it. They wanna brainwash you into believing whatever they want you to believe. I don't follow sayings. I don't follow society. I don't do these holidays. I'm not for that. I have my own mind. I've learned a lot and I realized that we are brainwashed. We are brainwashed in a lot of different things. We need to redirect our energy into things that really is affecting our society. You casting a man for a documentary, a movie that he didn't make or produce. He didn't put that out. He shared it on his social media. What about all these naked women on social media and all this sex and all of this stuff on there? Why is there no outrage for that? Why are kids seeing this type of stuff on there? But you attacking a man because he put that on there or he believe in some of the things in there. So what? You got you and the NBA is playing these violent musics too. They supporting it, they're endorsing it. You endorsing it when you got positive artists that's talking about real life stuff like myself, like my family. We talking about real life stuff. Don't even curse. Don't degrade women. Don't talk about guns and drugs and all of that. I don't glorify that. Even though we come from that. We come from it. But we don't talk about it. I don't even curse or use profanity in my writings. So I don't understand why is there not no energy towards that? Where's the energy at? And then we just passing generations of the same foolish behavior and not trying to correct our own community. And then when people are attacking people, you turn against them. You turn against them. And from what I read, the man help out the community, gives money, does a lot of things in the community. You gonna condemn him for not taking a shot? That was his choice. Just like it's my choice not to take no drugs. That's my choice. That's my choice. Either I take drugs or I don't. I don't take drugs. That's my choice. My choice to be out here sleeping with women. I don't do that. That's my choice. It's not like I'm a bad looking guy or I don't got things going on, but I don't have to do that. I don't have to be like everybody else. And that's what we losing. Instead of we supporting each other and just, okay, if we don't agree with someone, we don't agree with someone. You're gonna attack the man and you calling him an idiot. You got Shannon Sharp, you got all these different guys, you got Shaq Charles, some of these guys, I had a little love for with playing ball, but it's like, yo, you get to see how they really are. You calling them an idiot and stupid because he posted something. So what? He didn't say nothing anti-Semitic, and you twisting the narrative. And I saw it in the interview when he said, "You guys are gonna twist this around," and it's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. This is horrible, man. And the same thing with the Ome Udoka situation. You casting this man now, he can't make a living. How many men out here done slept with different women or cheated on their wives or cheated with wives? I'm not condoning it, but it happens. I see it. I done worked in corporations and companies where they was doing that type of stuff. We see this every day. That's not nothing new. And I'm not saying it's right. But you gonna condemn a man, he didn't rape her. He didn't harm her or anything like that. He didn't do that. It was consensual. So why are you gonna attack the man and now you're gonna you know mess with his living where he might not even coach in the NBA again. And they not holding her accountable for nothing. And he was caught on her camera at her house. That is crazy. I don't even know the details. I don't even want to know. But the thing about it is, come on, man. Yo, our community got to do better. And these media guys, instead of sticking and speaking right, just be neutral, be in the middle, and talk on both points. You casting a man, and some of these guys probably have done worse. So I'm highly disappointed in our people, man, and I know what it is with a lot of situations, and I move accordingly. I'm not making no excuses. Nobody's gonna hold me back from what I want to do. I know there's gonna be disadvantages with me at all. It's been disadvantage with me my whole life. I had to work and earn everything I got. I've lost these last 2 years, I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot. But I'm bouncing back now. I'm moving forward. It's nothing that you can do when it comes to certain things. And then when you're a black man, the odds are stacked against you. I already knew that. I already know that. I already know that it's not going to be fair. Life is not fair. There'll never be equality. People are fighting for equality, and that's never going to happen. There's always going to be advantages and disadvantages. It's a part of life. Don't mean that I got to be like, yo, I'm not going to live my life and I'm going to be angry. No, that's just what it is. Just like with women, I wanted to be married. I wanted to have a family, but I can't force women to be respectful, to align with me and be fair. And we just living in a different time. So that's why for me, I'm just chilling. I'm doing me. I'm not worried about no woman. And I want to go forward. I want to do things. I want to take care of my family. I made a promise to God and my family that when this thing takes off and I make millions of dollars at what I'm doing, I'm going to take care of my family even if I don't talk to them. I promised my grandmother that I'm going to take care of the family. And I promised God willingly, he gave me these gifts and talents. I'm going to take care of my family. We gonna be good from my gift. I don't care about fancy cars. I don't care about change. That's not my thing. I wanna help the community. I want to help my family. I want to pay for some of the kids in my family to go to college or get a business. I want to make sure my family good, help the community, feed the homeless, visit sick people, visit elderly people. There's so much I want to do. I don't care about all this stuff. I don't care about partying. I just want to put my imprint on society and the world. I want my legacy to live on. And I realized that I just got a lot of love in my heart. I used to be upset of why I got so much love to give people. And no matter what people do to me, whether it be my family or whatever, a woman that I've been with, if I really got love for you, that love will never go. I will always have love for you. I won't be revengeful. I won't be bitter towards you. You know what I'm saying? I won't try to hurt you. That's not my style. I always will have love. Now, if I would I deal with you? No, I leave you alone. But at the end of the day, the love is in my heart because that's just who I am. I would give the shirt off my back to anyone, shoes, whatever. If I got money, if I got a little money and somebody is hungry, I'm gonna give half of it. That's just me. Now, everyone can be themselves. If people want to say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that," that's your decision. This is what God put in me. So I think we need more of that, but unfortunately, I can't go and force people to be this way. I'm this way. And once I start obtaining wealth, I'm going to do what I can for the community. I'm going to do what I can for my family, and I'm going to spread the word and try to do good. It makes me feel good with helping people. It makes me feel good with being united, which is lost. And I hope these brothers get another opportunity. I hope Kyrie gets another shot at the NBA. I hope they don't try to do anything to him after this year. After this year, his contract is up. Um, Salute to the people that's supporting Kyrie, Kanye, and Ime Udoka. As I stated before, I don't agree with everything Kanye has stated, but some of what he's saying is true. Like, they do control most of everything. That's not a lie. Who you think is really putting out all of these music? And I send stuff to these people all the time, and my stuff is better than a lot of stuff that they got that they signed. My family stuff is better than a lot of stuff they signed, but because we're not talking about killing each other and talking about B's and H's, I'm not gonna listen. In my personal life, I don't even call women out their name, even if I'm angry. I might have said a cuss word or two, but I'm not gonna call them no B's, no H's, no sluts. I don't talk like that. I don't believe in calling people names, retarded, idiot. I don't talk like that. You have to really get me mad to really use and see with women, you can't hit them. You can't it's different with a man. You know, if certain disrespect go a certain way, you know it can lead you. But with a woman, you can't hit them. So they could get rah rah rah. You gotta check them, and then it's like, what else can you do? So what I do is I walk away because it's a no win win situation for you either way it goes. If you hit them, if you stay and argue, it's a no win situation. So for me, once I see it getting to that point, what I do, I get out of there. I get out of there. So brothers, be smart about everything that's going on. Be wise about it. Realize your surroundings, realize what's going on, and be in your reality and be logical. Get out of your emotions. Into these kids out here, you got to do better. And to the elders, to the fathers, to the guys that's doing this music, and to these other YouTube creators, man, you guys got to stop promoting this stuff, man. You see what's going on in the neighborhoods. I don't even listen to none of that stuff, man. I don't. I don't want to hear about what you gonna do to this person and that person. Now, if you talking about your life and you out of that and you trying to like get kids away from that, then I could understand that concept. But these kids are talking about, and these grown men are talking about killing people. in their music. You're incriminating yourself. And it's like it's a generational suicide. Like y'all killing yourselves and y'all manifesting violence. You got to be careful what comes from your mouth. You're manifesting death. Come on, we got to do better. We got to stop promoting this crap. And these kids are getting millions of dollars. Yo, take the millions, do better. Get out of the neighborhood. Take some of your people away from there. Help some kids. Help your family. You gonna go back in the neighborhood. You carrying guns. You showing guns on the video. You doing that. Yo, in my time, we didn't do all of that. We carrying firearms. You don't even know we got a firearm. We didn't even take pictures or put stuff in the camera. I'm not gonna be taking no picture with no gun. Back in my time when we was coming up, but we didn't do that. We moving and we moving militant. I'm not saying we that was right to do. It was wrong. But I'm speaking of the concept of now, right? It was wrong for us to do, and I accept that. That's why I changed. That's why I moved away from that a long time ago. Once I had my daughter and my son, I realized it's no longer about me. It's about my children. So I got to be there for them. I got to grow them a certain way. I have to try to implement certain things so they know better in a lot of different ways. And I recognize that the power is within me. Like the children need the men. I don't care what society say. I don't care how they treat us. I don't care what's brainwashing and all of this. It's proven society needs men. They need us, just like we need women, which women are already on a high pedestal. Women already get away with a lot of stuff. They're not held accountable the way we are. Even if we don't want to be held accountable, we are forced to be accountable. We do anything, and it's shown right now. This guy was a billionaire, and they stripping him. Kyrie has lost millions. Ime Udoka lost millions. A lot of different artists, a lot of sports players have lost millions of something they did do or didn't do, a mistake. One time they make a mistake and they lose. And you don't even gotta do anything. And I've been in that situation where I didn't even do anything, and I wound up losing thousands of dollars. Thousands. So I know personally, nobody can tell me nothing because I've lived it. And I see it all the time of being in relationships, and there's a perception, and the perception could be wrong. You might just be defending yourself and telling somebody to stop, or telling them, you got to stop doing this, and defending yourself. And they call it victimization. But how is it victimization if you're doing something to me, you antagonizing me, and I'm checking you and telling you, no, that's wrong. You doing something to me, so I'm supposed to just accept it and shut up and let you do what you want to me. No. We got a right to defend ourselves, just like anybody else got the right to defend yourself. I'm not going to let nobody talk to me any kind of way. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care who you are. I'm not compromising nothing. So I come to you respect. I give a baby respect. I give a dog a respect. I give everybody respect because it's warranted. It's warranted to give respect, and you get respect in return. It's not warranted you come around, you just disrespecting people and looking at people want to start trouble, or coming in because you got an attitude, or because you going through something, you want to take it out on everybody. That's not how it works, man. I don't live like that, and I'm not going to accept that. So to the brothers out there, man, you see what's going on. Kyrie, hold your head. Gee, I'm with you. I'm with you. Hold your head, Kyrie. I see it. I know you ain't say nothing anti-Semitic. They know you ain't saying nothing. This is deeper than that. They just want to get you. I knew I could see that from when you didn't want to take the what you call it. I see it. So I know what it is. Hold your head up, man. And brother, you better recognize this. And Brothers already know this. This goes on at when you're working. I've seen this at work. I've seen this in the communities. I've seen this. I've had things happen to me. So this always goes on. This is just at a higher scale to where you can see it. But this always goes on. The Udoka situation goes on every day. People cheat on each other all day. Man, this society, man, there's no type of loyalty, so much betrayal, so much, like, you be pressed to find loyal women and men, yo. You be pressed. That's why I move dolo, and I got a pure heart. I could accept my wrongs, I could acknowledge my wrongs, and I'm accountable. But just know I'm not out here doing that type of stuff. I'm loyal to the core, but that loyalty is lost. You get loyalty more from a dog than you get from a human being nowadays. So to my brothers out there, be careful, hold your head up. If you're going through any of these trials and tribulations, man, hold your head up. And Kyrie, man, and Ime and Yay, hold your head up. And Yay, man, I don't know what's going on, but I see some of the stuff you're saying. But these people are telling you, man, just gotta be careful. So once again, this is True Poet. Check me out on all platforms. Follow me, man. Like my videos, share them, send some comments. If you need somebody to talk to, man, reach out to me, man. No matter how big I get, no matter what, I'm always one message away or whatever, man. Hit me up. You want to rap? Hit me up, man. Hold your head if you're going through anything. Prayers and love to everyone. I hope everyone is safe. Stay blessed. This is Missing Conversation, where the conversation is missing. I am True Poet, and we're out of here. Peace and love.